I ain't got no motherfucker.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy killers. You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to you. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass bitches. We keep on coming while we running for your Jews. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the fools. You know the rules. Lil Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Cut your young ass up, leave you in pieces. Now be deceased. Lil Kim, don't fuck around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass off the streets. So fuck peace. I let them niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the West Side ride the night. Bad boy murdered on wax and kill. Fuck with me and get your caps peeled. You know, see, grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me but your pumps didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, I hit him up. Check this out, you motherfuckers know what time it is. I don't even know why I'm on this track. Y'all niggas ain't even on my level. I'ma let my little homies ride on you bitch made ass bad boy bitches. Feel.
Get out the way, yo, get out the way, yo. Biggie Smalls just got dropped. Little move past the Mac and let me hit him in his back. Frank White need to get spanked right for setting traps. Little accident murderers, and I ain't never heard of ya. Poisonous cats attack when I'm serving ya. Spank the shank, your whole style when I gank. Guard your rank, cause I'ma slam your ass in the paint. Puffy weaker than the fucking block I'm running through, nigga. And I smoking Junior Mafia in front of you, nigga. With the ready power, tucking my gas under my Eddie Bauer. Your clout petty sour, I'll push packages every hour. Hit 'em up.
Grab your Glocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me but your punks didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, we hit 'em up. Peep how we do it, keep it real. It's penitentiary steel. This ain't no freestyle battle. All you niggas getting killed with your mouths open. Tryna come up off of me, you in the clouds open. Smoking dope, it's like a Sherman. Niggas think they learn to fly, but they burn, motherfucker, you deserve to die. Talking about you getting money, but it's funny to me. All you niggas living bummy while you fucking with me. I'm a self-made millionaire. Thug living out of prison, pistols in the air. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and beg a bitch to let you sleep in the house? Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled. Now I'm about to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug that you love to hate. Motherfucker, I hit
I'm from NEW jurors with plenty murders occurs. No points of comments, we bring the drama to all you heard. Knuckle check the scenario. Little C's, I bring you fake G's to your knees. Copping please in these scenario. Little Kim, is you coked up or doped up? Get your little Junior Whopper click smoked up. What the fuck is you stupid? I take money, crashing and mash through Brooklyn. When my click looting, shooting and polluting your block. With 15 shot, cock lock to your knot. Outlaw mafia click, moving up another notch. In your box top spots, get mopped and dropped. All your fake ass East Coast props brainstormed and locked.
User, beat writer, a pop style taker. I tell you to your face, you ain't shit but a faker. So for the Alizé with a chaser, about to get murdered for the paper. Edie, I mean approach the scene of the caper. Like a loke, with low Caesar in a choke. Toting smoke, we ain't no motherfucking joke. Dog life, niggas better be known. We approaching in a wide open gun smoking. No need for hoping it's a battle lost. I got him crossed as soon as the funk is popping off. Nigga, I hit him up.
Now you tell me who won. I see them, they run. They don't wanna see us. Whole Junior Mafia clique, dressing up trying to be us. How the fuck they gonna be the mob when we always on our job? We millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh yeah, Mob Deep. You wanna fuck with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something. You fucking with me, nigga, you fuck around, have a seizure or a heart attack. You better back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. It's how we do it on our side. Any of you niggas from New York that wanna bring it, bring it. But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. Fuck you and your motherfucking mama. We gon' kill all you motherfuckers. Now when I came out, I told you it was just about Biggie. Then everybody had to open their mouth with a motherfucker opinion. Well, this how we gonna do this. Fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Biggie, fuck Bad Boy as a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew. And if you wanna be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too. All of y'all motherfuckers, fuck you, die slow, motherfucker. My fofo make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You motherfuckers can't be us or see us. We motherfucking thug life riders, west side till we die. Out here in California, nigga, we warn you, we'll bomb on you motherfuckers. We do our job. You think you mob, nigga, we the motherfucking mob. Ain't nothing but killers and the real niggas, all you motherfuckers feel us. Our shits go triple and 4 quadruple. You niggas laugh cause our staff got guns in they motherfuckers belt. You know how it is when
So here in Diagolon, we only watch Edgy D TV every Tuesday on the EdgeStream. You better be there. I'll be watching.
Welcome to the EdgeStream, the edgiest live show I know. The following show is a satire, and all characters appearing are fictitious in nature. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead are purely coincidental. Narcs are not welcome. Viewer suicide is advised.
I heard the fuck boys they wanna. I finished up I guess the niggas heard that I'm edgy. I guess they all heard that I'm edgy.
You edgy. You're now tuned in to the edgiest guy I know.
Oh, not too bad, man. Happy to be here. Fucking life's just been too crazy to make it on as often, but I told everybody I'll be back. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, from what I know about that, he never laid a finger on her. He probably should have, but I mean, I would have for that bitch. Fuck, yeah. But he didn't. You know, he's a bigger man than us. Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Edgy, they're saying you got no audio. I can hear you, but they can't.
Brutal.
Um,
all right. I'm back.
There we go.
Muted, no audio. Okay. Welcome back to that stream. I'm here with my co-host, John Plaidsmith. It's great to have you back here, man. We're doing so good. We're going to talk a little bit about the recent developments in Diagolon, yada. I'm doing my stream on Thursday night instead of Tuesday because Rage, on Tuesday, he did a crazy stream where he defended his own legal case. Instead of dragging out for 2 years, he put everything out on the table. It was fucking crazy. I'm here now. I'm going to comment a little bit about it. John is going to comment a bit about it. Hey, how's it going, everyone?
I'm doing good, man. Happy to be here.
There, I made up for it.
We caught it all up.
Yeah,
Fucking lickety split.
I caught you up. Lickety split. Yeah, so I can't believe that he did that. This is unprecedented. Wow. Fucking crazy. Also on that stream, I don't want to talk too much about that. I think he spoke for himself. But what he did do on that stream is he doxed a guy named Thor Henriksen.
Yeah, and everybody was wondering for what.
And I was like, I don't even know what this Thor Henriksen guy did. I believe he was probably part of Antifa, and he was probably helping fuck around with us. He knows a lot about us. Creepy.
And I don't know how you could even call somebody like that Thor, man. I doubt that guy could even pick up a fucking hammer.
Well, that's what I was
seen the
thinking.
picture.
Yeah. Well, like your dog's name is Thor. That's a husky, like a
Yeah, and
hyperactive.
he's
That's
more of a man.
that's one of the top dogs, right? And then when I thought about Thor Henriksen, I think of a name like that. You know what I think about? I definitely don't think of what I saw when he got doxxed. I think about somebody who looks like this, to be honest. I think about this. I think, oh, that's a Thor Henriksen. That's like a Swedish kind of well, like a Nordic Chad, essentially. Somebody like a Thor Henriksen. Ooh, like a Wim Hof type character who just lifts up stones to do overhead presses in the middle of the snow while he's only wearing a Speedo. That's what I think of when I hear of Thor Henriksen. So you know what I did? As soon as he got doxxed, I started messaging him on Twitter because I wanted to see what he was about. So this is what happened. I said, "Hello, fellow Diagolonian superfan. What you say we work on a film together?" And I put a picture of Thor.
Yep.
And at this point, I think he privated his account. But you know what? I think he grew some balls, and he was like, you know what? I could face these Diagolonians head on. And he unblocked me. Or he unprivated his account. And he said, let's do it, son of Plaid. I said, okay, sick. I promise I won't Alec Baldwin you on set. And as we all know, Alec Baldwin killed some bitch on set with a fake prop gun. Or a real prop gun if he killed the bitch. I don't know. And then he said, I won't have you Brandon Lead. Which Brandon Lee also got killed by a prop gun on set in the movie The Crow. Near the end. So, Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, got killed on set by a prop gun in a movie called The Crow, which is like a cult classic. But he told me, you have some sick editing skills, Edgy, though that intro is painfully long 3 times a week. It kicks ass in a lot of spots. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I know that like me and him are flirting now, and he's trying to neg me. He's like, you're pretty good, but honestly,
it's like a kiss with a slap in the face.
Yeah. He's just trying to make me chase his validation. Okay, so I'm thinking he's like a Chad jacked Thor-like figure, where I'm like, oh no, please, Mr. Thor. I only made the intro that long because it's like my cinematic vision or whatever, that's maybe what I was thinking at that point. So I wrote, I think of it more as a cinematic short film than an intro, but that's just my autoristic vision coming into play. I'm like John Landis directing a helicopter scene. And for anyone that isn't a film buff, John Landis was the director of Twilight Zone in 1984. And he directed a helicopter scene where he kept on telling the guy in the helicopter to get closer and closer to the scene with the camera. And then the helicopter propeller, what do you call those spinny things? The propeller?
Propeller.
Yeah. It decapitated 2 Asian children.
Oh, shit.
And murdered like an older man named Vic Morrow. So, because this guy wanted the perfect shot, and he was like, oy vey, we need to get closer and closer to the shot. It chopped up 3 people, and it was like one of the biggest movie scandals ever. And he was the guy who directed Blues Brothers in the 70s and several other like critically acclaimed films, and I don't think he ever recovered from this Twilight Zone mishap.
Yeah, I could see that being a career killer.
Right, so that's what I said. I'm like John Landis during his
How'd your last
helicopter
movie go? I only killed 3 people. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, who hasn't killed 3 people by accident? I mean,
so me and Thor are flirting, and I'm like, oh, well, I want to sound cool to this guy. But then I find out what he actually looks like when he gets doxxed. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
yeah, I
This
don't
is what
remember.
I actually got.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
This is what I got. And I'm like, oh, okay, who am I trying to validate myself to in this case? Some old man jerking off to like Rage's intro 3 times a week, and he's mad that like he doesn't have enough lube to keep jerking off to it. I don't know how. Okay, well, I suddenly
Look at the
don't
hammer.
feel so bad. But you
He
know what?
looks like he have a hard time fucking picking up his hammer sandwich, man. No. That guy should not be called Thor. They should legally make him change his name.
I would agree. But he did plug his music video to us. He was like, Edgy, you should watch this video. Maybe you might like it. And now, to be honest, it is a little bit edgy. This is kind of like the counterpart to my alt-right. This is like his alt-left. And I guess he is a videographer or a video editor. And he made a video for Wayne Kramer of MC5. Now, MC5 was one of the first punk bands in the 1960s to 70s. They had a song called Kick Out the Jams, which is widely regarded as one of the first punk songs ever. However, that doesn't mean that these people are still cool. This is like a 70-year-old man trying to be relevant and trying to pretend like he's still a punk, man. Any punk would have died when they were like 25 years old, like Sid Vicious. Like, get the fuck over yourself. You're just shilling off of whatever you think is the edgy thing at the time, and you guys are honestly drug addicted and stupid. So you don't know how to understand politics. And now let's watch a bit of his video. It's called Christo Fascists. Now, he gets a lot of good B-roll footage, so I'll probably steal this video, just steal some of the B-roll, so I could use it in a positive way. Unlike him trying to use it in a negative way to make us look bad. Honestly, all this footage looks sick. Like, Christo Fascists, this could be a video that I made. So he's got some pretty good editing effects that are the black and white. That looks pretty cool. We're reviewing your video, Thor. Are you proud of the attention you're getting?
I wonder if he's watching.
You'll watch later. Don't worry. He's obsessed with me. He wants to have gay, like, old man, young guy sex with me. And I say no! So this is like one of the first punk rockers ever. 66 was better than this. Okay. Weathermen. Weathermen was like the Weathermen Underground, like the Antifa of the 1960s. Now, I can understand why you'd have a countercultural revolution in the late 1960s a bit more, because you're coming fresh off of Jim Crow and all that stuff, right? However, the sexual revolution and its consequences were a disaster for society. Now women have to work full time, and the elites are just cashing in on it. And now nobody can make a living. You know, the great thing about the baby boomers at that time that allowed them to have this kind of situation where they could indulge in such indulgences is because they were able to have a booming metropolis of families and homes and like a sprouting society. But now that the divorce rates have skyrocketed and now multiple generations subsequently have arose, nobody's doing so well anymore. We're starting to feel the consequences of free love, of no consequences. And guess what? None of us are going to be able to afford to have families or homes of our own anymore. So, was it worth it? Is this punk rock? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not fucking feeling it, dude. You know who else was on FBI lists other than Black Panthers?
Who?
The American Nazi Party. Hi, motherfucking Hitler. I'm joking. That's not me. I don't endorse that. But I did hear that Malcolm X and George Lincoln Rockwell got together and they like kind of like props to each other at one of their events. But guess who got fucking murdered? Both of them. Oops. It's almost like nationalism is based. So they got really good B-roll, to be honest. I'm going to steal all your B-roll, Thor. I'm going to use it as counter propaganda against what you do, you fucking fat old bastard. I'm not going to have sex with you either. I know that really hurts you. I know
He's
that
gonna
really...
cry about this tonight, man.
Yeah.
He thought he had a chance, dude.
I like your editing, though. With Nazis, Christo-fascists making deals with Nazis. It barely rhymes, but I love a barely rhyme. I love it when somebody makes a barely rhyme work. So, you know, thumbs up for that one, bro.
I don't even think it's barely, man. It don't rhyme.
Putting kids in cages. So he's falling for the putting kids in cages line, where it's just like Trump put kids in cages.
Yeah.
Everybody puts kids in cages at the border. That's been a thing for like time immemorial. And to be honest,
Isn't that what adoption's all about? You're going to adopt a kid from a cage?
right? Well, don't gay couples always put their kids in cages as part
Yeah.
of their fetish? I don't know. I'm not a gay faggot. Double dad adoptee recipient. I love it. It's like Trump getting a back rub, Trump doing a sick dance. Oh, he's so bad, dude. Yes, he is taunting you, you libtard. Shooting blacks in the back, and they show George Floyd.
Fuck.
Fentanyl Floyd is your civil rights
Freddie
hero.
Floyd.
Fentanyl Floyd is
Yeah.
your civil rights hero. Yes.
And they should have put Joe Biden up there smelling all them little girls.
Yes, it should be Fentanyl Floyd just getting, like... does anybody know the real story about Fentanyl Floyd? He went and tried to counterfeit some money at a convenience store, and then he got caught for it, and then he went and sat in his car. He was on 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl while he was sitting in his car. For about half an hour, 4 police officers tried to get him out of his car, and they were having a hard time because he was like, being a fucking retard. I can't breathe. I'm a fucking retard. I'm George Floyd. 4 people who were like half his size. And then eventually he ends up on the ground and Derek Chauvin has his neck.
Yeah,
It does. We don't know his knee on his neck. We don't know if that was the perfect move to do, especially when you have like a 6 foot, 250-pound literal fucking. I'm not saying because he's black, but because he's so unpredictable. Fucking gorilla on the ground, and you got his knee on your neck, and you don't know when he's gonna pop up at any time.
And you paused it at the perfect spot, man. Look at the size of that guy's nose. You're telling me he couldn't breathe?
That's so true, man. And it's like 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl. And it's all Derek Chauvin's fault. Even though that was something that the Israeli military taught to his specific police department to do to people. This
Yeah,
was
this is
something he was
early
supposed to
tactics.
do. And I guess the reason that he got convicted of murder is because, you know, it took it too far, but beyond reasonable grounds. And also the worst social pressure that has ever been put upon.
Exactly. If he didn't get convicted, fucking cities would have been on fire again the next day.
Exactly.
Right.
So Fentanyl Floyd is your civil rights hero? Like a guy who literally put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach while he was robbing them, and he got arrested for that. He got put in jail for that. Imagine how many times he did things like that he did not get caught for, Thor. Is this your fucking civil rights hero, you fucking
And an innocent
piece of
cop
fat
is doing
shit?
life because they wanted to protect fucking Fetty Floyd's fucking good name. Right? That's literally it. An innocent cop is doing life now because people wanted to protect Fetty Floyd's name so that other fucking retards wouldn't go down, burn down fucking cities.
Right. Well,
So who's the victim here? The cop that's in jail.
When you think about the BLM explosion that happened after that, I think upwards of 25 plus people died in the aftermaths of the riots. Meanwhile, all his B-roll is focusing on, you know, relating it to Charlottesville and to the January 6th riots. Meanwhile, the only person who ever died from either of those is Heather Heyer, who died of a heart attack after she got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And in the January 6th riots, no one died specifically from the riot except for Ashley Babbitt, who was one of the protesters shot in the fucking neck. How stupid are you that you use this as your civil rights icons? You use this as your civil rights argument. How stupid are you, Thor? Do you want to just keep on promoting this? I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. Maybe you just need to get out of the basement.
See that cracker? There's knee on your neck.
What if I said nigger? See that nigger taking 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl and terrorizing the community. Would that be okay? Of course it wouldn't. You don't care. You don't care. Because you're a self-hating white.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No life, what property? Crimes burn this city. First they cleared the plains, missing and murdered till this day. Then they brought in the slaves, missing and murdered with impunity.
Okay, I like the song, to be honest. It's pretty fun song. It sounds like Iggy Pop. It sounds like all those 1960s, 70s old school punk. I like it. But this guy's got to get a fucking reality check. He wants to fucking talk sweet with us. Bro, why don't you debate us on the actual topics?
Yeah, come on right now, dude.
Yeah, come on, Thor.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. Pick any one of us. Any single one of us. Any one of us would be happy to debate you anytime.
Okay. Well, why don't I just throw that out there for him? What's his name? Nearby
step
plan.
away for one quick sec. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do you want to come on and defend yourself? And defend your music video on live stream? Okay, we'll see if he responds. There we go. I've sent an invitation out to Thor to see if he's down to back up the claims that are made in his music video. Let's fucking go. I'll say something about punk rock is that it's not punk rock to just be an old, washed out, degenerate boomer of 70 years old and just go along with what the mainstream is already telling you is okay. You know, what we are doing right now, what I'm doing right now is punk rock. You know why? You know how I know? Because I felt like I was telling the truth. I was only speaking. And I was only talking about specific issues when it came to demographics and politically incorrect issues, and I immediately got doxxed by people that were involved with people who were being funded by the Canadian government and people who were being funded ostensibly by a greater community of elites that are trying to clamp down on free speech. Now that's pretty fucking punk rock. That's pretty fucking punk rock to put your whole life on the line, especially for a free speech issue, you know? Because at this point in society, they don't care whether you do drugs or not. If I was a fucking alcoholic, fentanyl snorting, smoking, injecting piece of shit, no one would care what I'd say. I'm just another casualty. Drugs and degeneracy is not the counterculture anymore. It's the norm. We gotta do better. We gotta be above this norm. We gotta tell the truth every chance that we can. And we gotta expose people who are trying to hurt us, who are trying to disempower us, who are trying to throw us in the dustbin of history, who are trying to memory hole us. We gotta tell them that we're not gonna fucking take it. And we gotta reach out to as many people as we can. And as a strategic manner as possible. To tell them that we're not gonna be memory holed like all the other anti-communist revolutionaries of history. Just think about Wikipedia and how many people who were involved in the Bolshevik Revolution who stood against it, who were thrown in gulags, who were executed, who stood against the Bolshevik Revolution from 1920 or whatever to 1940 or 50 or whatever. All these people who yeah, they don't teach you that at school. Think about how many Hollywood or otherwise movies. Think about how many movies, especially Hollywood movies, that were made about the Holocaust. And think about how many Hollywood movies were made about the Holodomor. Or the Bolshevik Revolution. And the tens of millions who suffered and died from that.
Yeah, nobody even knows who Henrik Yagoda was. Like, you mentioned that name and everybody's like, who? They're like, oh, greatest mass murderer in all history. You never heard of him? Right? No, never heard of him. There's a reason for that.
Are on a mission to re-educate people in order for them to understand what is going to be their future if they don't understand their past. Exactly. And people like Thor, Henriksen, this fucking, I don't know what his situation is. I'm not going to try to pathologize him, but he needs to wake the fuck up and understand that if the mainstream media is on your side and they're empowering you to do what he is doing right now, you know, you may get, what do you call it? When you click on his video, it says the following content has been identified by the YouTube community as inappropriate or offensive to some audiences, right? Only because he has images of right-wing situations. But does he even know what happens to people who try to speak the truth with statistics? With trying to defend their own ethnicities against racial hatred attacks? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Red Ice TV, Jared Taylor, David Duke, for whatever he's worth. I'm not supporting him, but all of them have been kicked off of YouTube. Stefan Molyneux, they're all kicked off of YouTube.
Gavin McInnes was fucking been abducted. Like,
he was playing a prank. I'm not gonna get
was
into
that?
Yes, it was a prank. Yes. I'm not gonna get into that. But this guy knows nothing of what he speaks about. This is a LARP, buddy. You best pack it in now. Maybe talk to us in private. and then we could have some discussions. If you are as truly as nice as you are presenting yourself on social media to me, we'll have some conversations in private. But you have no idea where this is going. You're an idiot.
So if you're super nice, we'll sit here and call you an idiot. Come talk with us.
Right. Well, we're dealing with things that are so much more greasy than he could even imagine.
Wait, you just said he. Do we know his genders yet? What he identifies as, his pronouns? Did anybody ask?
No, we didn't, and I don't
We
care.
might have
I don't
offended them
fucking care,
We
okay?
may have offended it already.
2.5
I don't care. I'm
The
already on the next.
cheeseburger, whatever he goes by.
He goes by Thor, and that's about it. A fat video game nerd named Thor. That's good enough for me. I believe that. I believe he wants to LARP as that. If there's a woman version of Thor, then he could pronounce that for me. But other than that, I'm done with it. So I want to talk about UWO, the University of Western Ontario in London, Ontario. They have decided that you need to have a booster, so 3 shots in order to be able to attend their university. Fucking ridiculous. Nobody else is doing this. Now, there's been a lot of talk where your average person might be like, oh, you're still talking about COVID and vaccines? Like, don't you know this is all over? Like, why are you still being so annoying about that? Well, this is why. Because if you're not annoying about it enough, they come back with this shit.
Yeah.
So now people can't go to a university because they're not triple vaccinated? That's fucking insane. So this is Julie Paness. She was an ethics professor at Huron University, which is like part of Western University. And she got fired as an ethics professor for questioning the ethics of the vaccine. How fucking hilarious is that? She's literally doing her job. And her job entails to say that this particular law is unethical. And she gets fired for it. I can't think of a more like Hitlerian 1984-ish situation.
Yeah,
Other
it's
than we throw her in a fucking camp. I don't know. I like her. I don't want to throw her in a
I
camp.
haven't been on campus. I haven't set a foot on campus. I think I've intentionally driven as far away from campus as I could for the last 2.5 years, but it's time to come back, and looking out into the crowd today is just the most beautiful thing I could imagine, so thank you. As Kenny said, I taught philosophy, ethics in particular, at Huron College for 8 years, and I was terminated last September for questioning and refusing to comply with Huron and Western's vaccine mandate and doing it in a very public way. And the irony is that I was fired for doing exactly what I was hired to do.
It's a pretty simple situation. We've been through so much with this that what else can you really say, right? Like, I don't need to make any comment about that. But Andrew Lawton has made a good comment about this. He's expanded upon it, saying donors and prospective donors are exempt from Western University's 3-dose vaccine mandate. Turns out if you're cutting the university a check, science says COVID passes you by. And that's very true.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking hilarious?
I have a funny one, actually. We could pull up real quick if you really want.
Okay.
This is about the COVID vaccine, too. Just give me 1 second here.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've used this. Share screen. You got sharing screen disabled.
Yeah, I'll get you it in 1 second.
Yeah, there's a man in I mean, you don't have to pull it up if you don't want. I can just read it out a little bit. It's kind
Okay.
of fucking funny. All right, so Man in Germany gets 90 COVID-19 shots to sell forged passes. Okay. A 60-year-old man allegedly had himself vaccinated against COVID-19 dozens of times in Germany in order to sell forged vaccination cards with real vaccine batch numbers to people not wanting to get vaccinated themselves. This man took every which kind of vaccine he could get. It was whatever the people wanted to pay for. And here's the craziest part. Well, it's not really crazy at all. They won't give you his name. They won't tell you if he's gotten COVID or not. Because, dude, if you got 90 fucking vaccines and you still got fucking COVID, that would be a fucking headline. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you whether the guy's alive or dead. They won't tell you any of that shit. All they're telling you is the guy took 90 fucking vaccines in a short period of time and was up on charges. You could Google that. Man in Germany takes 90 vaccines.
But is he doing it for other people too? Like,
that's exactly what he was doing. He was getting the vaccines, making vaccine cards, and using the actual batch numbers, because on every bottle there's a batch number that they have to log in.
I would love to see how toxic he is.
Me too. I want to follow that. Like, if they would give you the name, you could follow him, and we could all fucking put dates on. Like, we could just have a calendar in front of us.
That is a science experiment.
And we'll put $1 and be like, he
yes.
dies that fucking day, right?
Oh man.
But what I'm even more curious about is, after fucking 90 vaccines, did you get COVID, dude? I mean, that's the real fucking question. Did you get COVID after you've been vaccinated with every fucking vaccine on the market, fucking 30 times fucking each? You know?
I want to know, like, at what point the blood clot is just gonna kick in, and then his brain is just gonna cease to exist.
Like,
that's fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, 90 fucking vaccines. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy's almost like Spider-Man, except for he's shooting fucking blood clots out instead.
Oh shit. He's shooting blood clots out into bitches through his fucking semen when he's fucking them. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. Well, I have a funny story for you guys. I know this should probably be very this is a dark story, but I can't help but laughing my ass off. So, you know, Sobeys, the store that we all shop at, the grocery store we all shop at, apparently it's owned by a fucking pedophile, and you're all eating pedophile food. And the victim is telling his story. So, just to talk a little bit about it. Derek Power is this guy right here. He's the victim of Donald Sobey, one of the sons who owned Sobeys before he died in 2021. So this guy with the top hat, he is Derek Power. He was molested by Donald Sobey. We go down a bit, you can see that he was a guy who made paintings. And in fact, it says in this article that he made a painting about how Mr. Sobey molested him, and he transmuted his molested feelings into a painting, and this is what this Globe and Mail article is partially about. So, you can't make this article without actually showing the painting where you got molested. Okay, can I see the molested painting? You fucking are you just talking shit? And if you read about what he actually got molested with, it's even funnier, because it's actually kind of pathetic. So he was
not even a painting, dude. It's his bed sheet stripped over a fucking canvas.
Yeah, do you just want to suck this guy's fucking dick? I don't even fucking know. Oh my goodness. So apparently he was friends with Mr. Sobey's daughter, and then he would go to the cottage with them. And then let's see what happened. One night, he offered alcohol to Mr. Power. That's the 15-year-old Mr. Power and some of the other young people at the cottage. He was underage and didn't drink, but he accepted. If you're the Sobeys and you're offering me a drink, I've got a drink, don't I? He remembers waking up that night in his bedroom with a jolt. His pants were around his ankle and his crotch was wet. At first, he thought he passed out and urinated on himself. But he recalls, but Mr. Sobey was over top of him, and he began yelling at the older man to get off. Mr. Sobey did so. saying that he thought he heard an intruder. So apparently, Mr. Donald Sobey, the owner of Sobeys, or one of the three brothers that own Sobeys together, Sobeys, where you all go shop at, he tried to suck some fucking 15-year-old teenager's dick. And when the kid, after getting him drunk, and then when he woke up, he was like, "Whoa, there's intruders here!" while he's trying to suck his fucking dick. I don't know. This is pretty fucking funny already. Am I supposed to feel okay? Well, this is bad. This is bad. Pedophile's bad. This is really like I wish everyone would die in this story already, to be honest. So apparently, Mr. Sobeys called again, and he met up with him at a conservative event, but in the hotel room after. He asked him to come meet him in a hotel room. And this is by the time he was like over 20 years old. So we know Mr. Sobey, Donald Sobey, is a pedophile at this point. Or at least like going after 15-year-old teenagers. Whatever version of pedophile that is. Pretty gross, but whatever. And then they meet up at the hotel. And then he sits next to him. Puts his arm around him on the sofa. Touching his leg. He froze. Then he undid his belt, slipped his hand in, and touched Mr. Power's penis. Mr. Sobey at it again. And then something switched in his head. He broke the liquor glass, and he was like, "No, no, 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 no." And now the rest of his life is dedicated to putting Mr. Sobey to justice. Not right away. He put a lawsuit against him, though, in the 1990s, and it's one of those silence lawsuits where he had to pay the guy $60,000, and now only in 2021 is this coming to the forefront. So, just so you guys know, whenever there's powerful people involved, there's probably a pedophile involved. They're not always going after the chicks. Sometimes they're going after the guys. So if some guy is giving you free money for no reason, other than like you're like a sexy young guy, then watch the fuck out, because it's probably Mr. Sobeys. It's probably Sobeys. You know, all that money is going towards pedophiles every time you buy groceries.
Yeah, anytime a rich motherfucker hands you a drink, wait till they turn their head and switch it with theirs. So just see how that night goes.
Exactly. Mr. Me Too. Like, this guy got away with it his whole life, and only after he's dead is this guy painting pictures about it and sending it to the Globe and Mail. I still want to see these pictures. Like,
yeah.
Because at the same time, it's like, okay, get the fuck over it. Some guy tried to blow you while you were drunk when you were 15. Like, yes, that's disgusting and, like, a crime. And then when he's like 21, some guy tried to reach down his pants that he trusted. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, grow the fuck up, dude. Like, people, like, you could get knocked the fuck out at any point in your life. Like, things are going to get a lot harder than this. I'm not simping for Sobeys at any point of this. I'm like, that guy's a fucking pedophile freak. Maybe you should have killed him. But, like, honestly, like, you're painting pictures, doing these puff pieces for the Golden Mail. Give me a fucking break, dude. I just want you all to know that anytime you buy at Sobeys, you're buying pedophile groceries.
None of us can afford to shop at Sobeys anyway, man. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Just go to No Frills. Well, all right. I got a song that I want to play as a bit of a break while I take a break. And then when we get back, we're going to talk about the United Peoples of Canada and how they took over a church and how it went hilariously bad and how Antifa got involved. And it's one of those Edgy D classics where you just see everybody fighting each other. We've got an Antifa guy wearing a dog fetish costume. We've got a fucking guy who looks like King Bob from Recess. Have you ever seen that show? It's going to be fucking epic. So, yeah, just hold your horses, good shit is gonna happen when we come back. No more pedophiles, I promise. And we'll play a song while we're waiting. So these guys are based. The lead singer from Trapped got kicked out of Twitter because he was just being so based at one point. And I used to listen to this band when I was a kid, so we're gonna listen to it now as the break song.
Great band.
Circling your head, contemplating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I got it down. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathing gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside. Decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. I can't give everything away. I won't give everything away. Pieces manifest. Your first impression's got to be your very best. I see you're full of shit, and that's alright. I say you're Vegas, you get through every night. Well, now that's over. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathing gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside. Decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. You belong. I can't give everything.
Cheers. What's up, everybody? It's good to see some people in the chat. Scummy Mofo here to help spread the light.
Derek was there a minute ago.
Eric?
Yeah, Derek was up in there.
Oh, Derek. I was like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is Eric?
No, Derek.
Yeah, Night Watchman, Mexicabo, good to see you. Hey, Edgy, good to see you too, buddy. Northwest Passage, yo, Colbert's mom, Pilot Mike, LaGrosse Patat, Dirk Rance, he's saying Johnny's back. Let's fucking go. Getting a little bit of echo from your side, I think.
Oh, is that on me?
I think so.
I don't think so. I'm wearing headphones.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. All right, and we're back. And yeah, I think we're gonna get into. Oh no, it's from my phone. My bad. There we go. All right, so I want to introduce you guys to Tupac. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tupac. He's dead. He's been dead since 1996.
Or so some people say.
Some people say, but
I think he's dead.
yeah, I think he's
Pretty
dead
sure he's
too.
dead.
But there's been a revamping of it just in the last month, and you guys don't understand. Now, when I first heard about this, I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid. I don't care. But then I was like, wait, this is fucking stupid. I'm listening. And then I looked more into it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid as fuck. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Okay.
This is retarded. Keep going.
Yeah, this is fucking retarded. Let's fucking go. So this is what I'm talking about. Tupac. The United Peoples of Canada. What they did is they decided to take over a church in Ottawa. Basically, they agreed to buy a church in Ottawa, but they didn't have any of the money past like the first deposit in order to buy the actual church. And they bought like multiple other properties at the same time, but they don't have the money for any of it. So this is the guy that is in charge of it all, or like is one of the lead figures of it.
He looks very serious.
Yeah, so they say the bailiff who posted the eviction notice on the church is under investigation by police. They're not leaving. They say the eviction notice is unlawful. So this guy with his crown here and the stick with I guess it's ice cream at the top of his like half hockey stick. This is how they're defending it. And this has been in the news for like a couple weeks. This is what occupies the news in Canada. This is what they're dealing with. Wow, very newsworthy. Now, I do want to show that this is basically like King Bob on the show Recess. Have any of you guys watched the show Recess as a kid?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid growing up, I would watch Recess every day after school at about 4 p.m. on the Family Channel. So the Recess would come off with DJ Detweiler and that fucking black kid Vince. You know, you had Spinelli, she was the tomboy who would beat out all the guys up, and Mikey was the fat gay retard. They had tons of kids, and this was King Bob. He was the king of the Recess playground. He would stand on top of the playground. This guy looks exactly like him. He's playing the same LARP. Now, this guy's actually involved with the law now, so I don't know what more to say about him, except I do have some friends that know him personally. So this is interesting. Edgy D has an inside scoop. So this guy helped buy the church, this church in downtown Ottawa that is on the news that they're like squatting in it. They refuse to pay any of the rent that they owe, and they become a cult, is what they're saying. And you could obviously see what he's doing here. He's LARPing to some degree. But this guy is actually from London, Ontario, where I used to live, and he owns a video production and editing company in London where it's called Campus Creative, and he basically just brings interns in from the universities and colleges within the area, like University of Western Ontario, well, the vax mandates are over the booster mandate, and Fanshawe. And he just gets these kids to do all the work for him for $15 an hour. And anytime they go sour on him, he just fucking yeets them. And he has like a system where he increases their pay by like $2 or $3, but he threatens that if he doesn't like the work you're doing, then he'll lower your raise back down. So apparently, from the people that I've talked to, he's just an absolute fucking disgusting grifter, like an absolute piece of shit, and he pulls these kind of tricks, and that's why he has these businesses, so many businesses, because he pulls these tricks. And you gotta watch out for these people, obviously. But now he's over here and got himself up in this situation, and you have to ask, does he really believe in what he's standing up for? which we don't even know what he's standing up for. Apparently, he's involved with the freedom movement in some capacity.
Don't ever say that, man. That just makes us all look crazy. Fuck.
Well, that's kind of what people are going to latch onto after they've seen the power of the Freedom Convoy. You're going to have grifters grifting onto the coattails of these communities. Now, this is what the media is trying to do, is say he's like Freedom Convoy related.
No, we're full. Go work for Queen Ramona.
Explain, like, what is the United Peoples of Canada? Because the legacy media describes you as a convoy-linked group. So what exactly are you, and what's your purpose?
The United People of Canada is a diverse, intergenerational, interracial, interfaith, woman-led, minority-led social enterprise organization.
So right there, you need to know it's full of fucking shit. He said every buzzword. What a fucking piece of garbage. Oh, don't worry, it's everything progressive. No. Okay, you've already lost. You got no support from here. It's like he's trying to grift off of the energy of the Freedom Convoy movement while just pretending like he's completely progressive. Very weird.
We're, looking to create unity, where there is this unity between persons. There's so many different people, so many different backgrounds and beliefs that they're focusing on their differences, not focusing on the commonality as humans. So we're a very inclusive group that's welcoming of everybody, even persons that, for instance, there's someone that was yelling at me or talking very loudly to me in the middle of the night for, say, 2 hours, frustrated because, again, like you said, quote unquote legacy media, I believe you referred to certain media outlets as
Okay, this guy is obviously extremely autistic. And not in a good way, like an autistic guy in that he's high functioning and he knows how to not feel empathy towards other people. So he's just like blocking off opinions that are not, or thoughts that are not his. I don't know if people are understanding what I'm saying with this, but I have a feeling about him.
Had been saying we're affiliated with the Freedom Convoy, which is completely untrue. And then now persons are coming and hating towards us, believing that we're affiliated with the Freedom Convoy or something, and projecting their hate for persons with respect to the Freedom Convoy towards us. So it seems like there's double incitement of hate.
Double hate. So he's
hate.
He's grifting off of the Freedom Convoy movement, and obviously the thing that he's doing is that he's trying to siphon that kind of support, and that is what he's doing. He's masking it here, and then he's trying to say that, like, oh yes, they received hate, which is true, but now the hate is coming onto me because they think that I'm linked to it, so it's double hate. And it's completely just obfuscating the fact that they're just squatting at a church that they didn't properly pay for.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends this video by being like, Black Lives Matter. Right? Like, anything to get the fucking support. He's saying all the fucking buzzwords.
I mean, he might as well. And even this guy that I was talking to, is my personal friend, who was like, you got to check out this guy. He's taking over church. And I was like, well, what do you mean? I think I heard something about that. And then I looked into this and I was like, oh my God, he's right. And my friend who's not into the same kind of politics that we are. He's like, I don't even think this guy believes in anything that he's saying. He's just completely grifting from like step one to grift. And that's what he's doing.
An incitement of hate against persons from the Freedom Convoy, and it's been projected onto us. So someone was, again, being very, I would say maybe confrontational, but discussive. They were being, asking somewhat intellectual questions, and they were trying to understand, right? So I took the 2 hours to speak with that person because they were trying to understand. And unlike a number of other people that aren't even trying to understand, and after a couple hours, one of our people's security force agents was able to speak with this person. You kind of de-escalate it, invited them in for coffee. They took a tour of the embassy, and they've been coming back.
The embassy.
Very peaceful, very kind of calm.
See, this is where I start to like it, I start to like it. Now it's my embassy. Now he's talking more grandiose. Because at one point, I don't like a liar. I don't like a piece of shit grifter. But I do like some guy who's just putting his balls on the table. That's not this guy necessarily. But I like it when laws are broken. I like it when people cause a ruckus and it forces the media to look down and they get a little crazy. So I think that's about to happen here. I think that's about to happen. Now let's see how they deal with reporters.
No, guys, the chair's gonna break. Don't.
So a member of Antifa sat in one of their chairs.
Stretch. Perfect.
So you're getting wrecked by a fat Antifa member just sitting in your chair. First off, your security isn't that good.
Perfect.
Please leave the property immediately.
It means down to the curb. He has the authority to trespass. You're not breaking the law.
We are going to be deploying.
All right, you're gonna get squirted.
Oh shit! They're getting squirted by water guns.
You're also gonna get charged.
Make sure we get their faces.
Next, you'll be charged.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
There he was. There's King Bob. I don't know. Is this enough to indict him on federal squirting charges? You see this guy? He's a victim of squirt. Right?
You got squirted on. Yeah,
you got squirted, man. It's not always piss like it's not always female ejaculate as they say. Sometimes it's piss.
Well, at least they're using semi-autos instead of fully automatic assault squirt guns, right? So.
Okay, yes. they need to get like a fucking an island Portuguese chick with a vibrator on her attached to her, and then it'll be permanent squirt, and then maybe you could call that a biological weapon if she has enough diseases, maybe the monkeypox. There we go. So there's big things, there's big political developments going on here.
Why the fuck does Antifa give a fuck about this though?
I don't know. I think that they caught wind that this might have something to do with the freedom movement, and then they just latch onto it completely. And it's like, we don't claim them. It's really funny when you think of it. So,
I don't know. Maybe Antifa is just like, here's a good chance for us to get on camera again.
Well, here is them getting citizens arrested, and now you're gonna meet Dog Boy soon. So this guy stole one of their water guns. Okay, maybe I should play that first, actually. If we're gonna do a proper order of operations.
Woo! I love the puppy mask.
So we have Dog Boy here.
Yeah, growl it.
Antifa member just fucking lurking around in a dog mask. Oh!
Ooh, yes!
He ripped it! Yo,
good boy! Yes! Yes! Hey, not near traffic. Yes! Yes! Beautiful, I love it.
Yes, and then he hits them with their own weapon. Dog Boy is crushing it.
Oh my god, as if they're doing that over. Stop.
Now, this video is pretty good, except for I need to make a critique here. There's a woman behind the phone. And I know, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. The woman doesn't shut the fuck up. And she just ruins, like, you see this is 40 seconds of a 2-minute and 20-second video. The woman does not shut the fuck up the whole time. She ruins the fucking video. Now, I'll put it to any point of the video, and you tell me if this is listenable. Okay, I'm waiting.
Oh, you broke it, man.
The woman broke it.
The video's like, I don't want to hear it either.
Yes, exactly.
Phone. What is your problem? Dude, can you fucking phone? I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. Try that again. Try that again. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Yeah, you're gonna run now? Yeah, you're running now? Fuck off, piece of shit.
Just
You assaulted people. You assaulted people. I saw you touch him. You assaulted him over a water gun.
You assaulted him over a water gun.
Yeah. Press charges. We saw that, buddy. You guys.
Just listen at any point.
Go! Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. Enough. Hey, stop. Leave me alone.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here's just a piece of advice for anybody filming any of these events. You are not the star of the event with your horrible commentary, especially if you're a woman with a shrill voice. Please do us all a favor, no matter whether you're on the left or the right, just shut the fuck up. We're trying to see the crazies be crazy. We don't need to hear your commentary. You were worth less than shit to us. Just shut the fuck up. Let us watch the mayhem happen in real time. Shut your fucking mouth. Especially if you're a shrill, high-pitched voiced bitch like this. Shut the fuck up. You're not a reporter. You're worth less than shit to us. Okay? Thank you. We'll get back to our coverage now. All right, guys. So I want to introduce you further to our friend Dogboy. Now, Dogboy is actually a cool character in this scenario. Like, unlike that annoying bitch that just feels the need to shriek her shrill voice into every video that we're trying to watch. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Dogboy is much more interesting. So let's see what he has to say. This is the guy who stole the water gun.
You're a pet.
Pup.
Pardon me?
A dog, like a puppy.
Can't see
Oh,
it,
you're a dog.
Oh, you can't see
Okay,
it?
No.
All right. I got you.
There you go.
Pup.
You're a pet.
Pup.
Pardon me?
A dog, like a puppy.
Oh, you're a dog. Okay, I have a dog. I have a German Shepherd. What kind of dog are you?
I don't know, a chihuahua sometimes, I don't know, a Doberman?
He looks like he has the accelerationist mask. You know what I mean?
He should have said a Shih Tzu.
He looks like he has an accelerationist mask. Like that fucking Wignet mask that says that you want to commit like vicious anti-state hate crimes. But it's like a dog mask version, so it's kind of based, to be honest.
Shepherd. What kind of dog are
Real
you?
niggas know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, a chihuahua sometimes, I don't know, a Doberman?
Get him! What the fuck, you lazy fuck?
What the?
Dog's got a bone.
Dog boys causing trouble. Making advances towards the police officers.
When did that video pick up? Because I have another video.
Well, is it the video with this big smile?
But you guys are saying.
Smile, like, yeah. I'm trying to help you guys out.
Nova Scotia Grown 61 says, be careful.
So this is from War Campaign's live stream.
All right, so talk to me then. So everybody over there, they're not worried about the whole monkey thing?
Monkeypox?
Yeah.
So now they're interviewing Dogboy about monkeypox.
Well, it's skin-to-skin contact, right? It's not like COVID, you know.
Well, it's bumming. I mean, okay, more importantly, you got all those shots, but did you get your rabies shot?
So I actually watched more of this stream, and Dogboy has all 4 of his shots, including the 2 boosters. He has his monkeypox shots. He has his monkeypox shot.
Well, he probably should have the monkeypox shot, though.
Well, yes, he's a dog boy. He gets fucked in the
Right.
ass while dressed up as a dog. So now they're asking him if he has his rabies shots. But he's a good sport. You know, I like Dog Boy more than the bitch that was screeching in my ear while recording everything, to be
I would
honest.
ask him if he took his flea and tick medication.
Yeah. Let's
I'm a
hear.
registered services dog. and
He's
the
a
city of
registered services dog. I don't know what kind of handicapped person. I know that gay people. Can we consider gay people handicapped now?
Dude, can we go right to the handicap thing after this?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. I know that you need to get into that. Yes. Hold on. We might get some more gold if you just keep playing this.
Accordingly, when I did check off,
He's a good sport, to be honest. He's better than most. At least he's having a good time.
rabies vaccination.
I mean, all these people suck, so let's at least have a good laugh.
I actually do. Like, I feel like I have my rabies vaccination. I got bit by a squirrel.
Oh, yeah?
They gave me some shit at the hospital, so I feel like I'm covered.
Good for you. What's your background, ethnic?
Ethnic? I'm Lebanese and French Canadian.
Okay. All right, cool.
I thought it was Labrador.
Yeah.
That was Labrador. That's a good one. That's underrated comment.
Where's the
there.
leash in the family?
Who's the leash?
Well, I have the leash in my bag, and I get walked.
Okay.
You know.
Who can walk you? Just anybody, or?
Can we walk this guy? I would walk this guy just for the joke. Just for the Edgy D TV jokes, I would walk.
Dude, you
this
realize
guy.
if you shits, you have to clean it up.
No, fuck, man. I would rub his nose in it, bro. I'd be the most abusive dog owner.
I mean, some people, some daring people, brave people that know how to like the right handlers.
Yeah, why not?
The right handlers.
This is my puppy.
No pressure.
Very nice. Very
No
nice.
pressure to all your audience.
Very nice.
So that's the War Campaign's live stream. War Campaign is a exceptionally based channel that's had Jeremy, our guys on. They're good guys. That's a fucking funny stream. Oh my god, I can't believe we just watched that.
Yeah, I should have went to the cocaine's one hell of a drug clip right after.
What are people saying? I haven't seen the chat in a while. Yo, we have Shane Marshall saying, yo, it's good to see you, buddy. Here to help spread the leg. Good times. The gross patat. Fuck yeah.
Oh shit, haven't seen Good Times name in a while, man. Hope you're doing good, buddy.
Yeah, man. He makes hilarious videos for my intro.
Oh shit.
Well, do you want to throw up that thing? You're talking about?
I'm not even gonna throw it up. I'm just gonna fucking basically tell you what's going on right now. So we all heard about the assisted suicide program that they're offering for veterans and stuff, right? So another one that's made the headlines is they're now offering it for handicap, whether you're physically handicapped, mentally handicapped. They're offering assisted suicide, basically the saying you're a drain on the society. We don't think you should live. So there is some good news out of all of this, though. Okay, even though they're offering assisted suicides and everything. Antifa is pre-approved. They meet all of the qualifications. They are mentally handicapped. It's been proven. They're pre-approved. So I was thinking we could start our own charity. We could start like a hotline. We'll call it Antifa Suicide Hotline. I'll volunteer. We'll set up a phone number, and if you guys want to call in and you guys thinking about possibly killing yourselves, we'll talk you into it. So I just figured I'd throw that out there. You're like I said, you're pre-approved. If you're debating it, just contact me and I'll help walk you right into the door.
Well, like I don't know. I feel like Antifa wants us to commit suicide because they want to dox us. They want to hurt us. They don't want to debate us, though, because they know that when they debate us with our ideas, that they will lose, or they will platform us. But platforming only means that they'll have to engage with our ideas. So once again, they have to engage with our ideas. So once again, their logic falls flat. And then they go run. They go hide. They tuck their dicks in between their legs. And they become trannies. And then they commit suicide.
Well, they have a 50% suicide rate anyway at that point, right? I mean,
yeah.
You could do it at home, or you could do it in the hospital. I'm just saying, like, you're pre-approved. You ain't got to fucking take all day about it. You're just draining our fucking economy. I mean, you don't really have a fucking
you
purpose in
know,
life.
like healthcare in Canada. Oh, they say Canada is about socialism. Blah, 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 blah. You know, if they have socialism where you could off yourself on the taxpayer's dime, I say go for it.
Yeah.
Like, get out of our hair. We don't need anybody who doesn't want to live.
Fuck, I'll give you a free t-shirt.
We're done. We're done with you. We're done with you. Like, it's a survival of the fittest at this point, to be honest. I don't give a fuck anymore. To be honest. I've been told that, oh, life has inherent value no matter what. Really? Really? Did my life have inherent value when people were trying to dox me to get me not hired for any job in the future of my life? Did my life have inherent value? No, I was just telling the truth.
Yeah.
And then my inherent value plummeted to 0 to these people. Well, guess what? It seems like we're going by Marxist terms now, where power equals reality, right?
Yep.
So, I have some power with the gift of gab, with the way I'm able to express myself with my friend here, JL Plaidsmith, on the multiple platforms that I'm on, aka YouTube, Entropy, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll find other platforms, even if they boot me
we
off.
burn them down and create new ones all the time.
Yeah, don't worry. Trust me, more people are watching me than you. If you're watching me for spite reasons or to document what I'm saying, doesn't matter. But I'm starting to think that none of y'all's are worth shit.
Yep.
Y'all ain't worth the shit on my shoes.
No, I feel worse when I step on an ant than when I fucking convince Antifa people to go kill themselves.
Right.
I'm more sympathetic to the ant that I stepped on. I'll care more about that.
Well, I have a lot of spiders in this house, and I know that they're catching all the bugs that are in the corner of my house. And I know that Antifa is not even worth the spider or the bug. Like, I would just put gases like Zyklon B all over my house to delouse it. As long as no Antifa show up here. And don't worry, I have multiple other home defense systems in place.
Yes, Cyclone B was a bug spray, just for the people that don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, just for historical references, okay? Now, I do have an article that is very descriptive of what we just talked about. And this is by a Jewish woman. Just so you know that I'm not racist. I'm not like anti-Semitic. I just feel like I need to express myself in a way that tells you I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Fuck you. I'm tired of these moral paradigms that are put upon me. Whether it's by like the cultural conservative Christians or by fucking Antifa. Trying to say that just because you're white that you need to get like destroyed and shut the fuck up. No. No. But this woman is saying, should deranged moronic females really be procreating? And that's a good point. Now, I know there's probably a lot of what do you call these people who are pro-life people? Pro-life people. Well, look at everybody in this picture here. Now, this is a video that I've played multiple times on my channel. I want you all to spot me and to pick out the person in this picture that should be procreating. I'm going to give everybody about 30 seconds while I take a drink. I want one of you to pick out the person in this picture here that should procreate. All right, I'm gonna take a drink now, and I'm gonna leave you with that title. Should deranged moronic females really be procreating? And this is an anti-life article. You know, they say pro-life. I'm anti-life. I'll give it 30 seconds. No, it's definitely this woman here shaking the butt that should be procreating, that should be putting another disgusting kid into this world. Yeah. Okay. No, it says guy with his butt. That he's just, I don't know what he's doing. That would probably be me, like, making fun of these people, just twerking my own ass. So, no, you should let me procreate because I'm awesome, but think about this. Think about it. These people are selecting themselves out of the gene pool. They're saying, hey, we're too much of pieces of shit to be able to fuck a chick and then be able to take care of the baby that comes out of it. And most of these people are female. So they're saying that they could come in a million times and they're still not responsible enough to take care of it. Do you want these people bringing a child to life? Let them self-select themselves out of history. Let people who want to procreate, and encourage them to procreate at unprecedented levels. Okay? These people don't need to procreate. Let abortionist abortion. I don't know. I don't know if that's too fucked for all y'all to understand, but that's how I feel.
Hey, bud. Sorry, I got to get out of here. I got something I got to take care of, man.
No worries, bro.
It's been fun, though, and I'll come back and do this again for sure.
All right. Take her easy, bud. Thank you so much for coming on, John.
Yeah, for sure. I had fun, man. I'll do it again. God
All right.
bless.
Take her easy, bud.